many spring trainings have you been to now?
It's 22nd.
22nd?
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like the first one?
Everyone does, yeah.
Okay.
If you take it the right way, yeah.
All right. Now, we were discussing yesterday the line, I'm just getting my work in. Do you typically hear that from a rookie or like a veteran?
There comes a certain point of your career where you can drop that line, you know?
Is that just all-encompassing? That covers whatever you did that day? You're like, I got my work in.
Yeah. I mean, it eliminates the thinking.
Okay.
You just make it short and sweet and get on to the next one.
Yeah, I think I know the answer to this question, but there's a reason we're asking it. Do you know who Charlie Huff is?
Yeah.
Okay. So we talked with Kamar Rocker yesterday, and we dropped Charlie Huff as an example. Mm-hmm. And he got kind of wide-eyed and sort of looked at us, and then we had to stop the interview and say, do you know who Charlie Huff is? And he goes, I have no clue who that is. And it made me a little sad. Mm-hmm. I don't really have a question. I just wanted to let you know that kind of bummed me out a little bit.
Is that you're sitting next to him? Do you feel like now I need to usher in some more education? Or
no? If I see something, we can have a conversation about it. I'll talk to him about it, but so I'm an open book. If you got any questions, feel free to come and ask me. But yeah, no, I just try to be as open as I can to them, you know, with the experience that I've accumulated over the years.
Yeah.
When young players are around, are they less likely to be like, hey, and start asking questions, or do you kind of have to open up to them a little?
Early on, I would say they're a little bit shy until they figure out my personality. Then it's game on. But yeah, no, it's once they get to know me and stuff like that, we get our feet wet together, you know, kind of get a couple games in, a couple days of spring in, then they start opening up a little bit more.
I'm always curious about Mike Maddox and his approach. Now, Bassick works with our show too, and he's often said like there's not a lot of practice and work that can be done in the regular season. That you can talk about things, but you can't just go pitch bullpens and do those things because you're in the middle of it. You're in the middle of it all.
Well, yeah, it's not like we can go to a cage like hitters can.
Yeah.
You know, we only got a certain amount of bullets. So being able to be the conversations that you have to have with a guy like Mike, I think will hit home a little bit more than actually throwing because it's more intellectual thoughts of pitching.
Yeah, okay. And that's what we've always kind of gathered from him. What is his whole philosophy? If you do have it all?
No, I don't. I just got here, bro. I just got here. So I don't know.
I didn't know if y'all crossed paths before. And
just playing again, I mean, him being on the other side and me watching the pitchers and the staffs that he's always had guys that know how to pitch. So
that's a good thing.
You know, it's a good thing to have, and been a fan from afar from the other side, so it's going to be kind of neat to hopefully I get to work with him this year.
Do you still like to go pick people's brains? We talked about how they might come to you for advice and stuff. Do you still like to
learn?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're done learning and you're not asking, it's time to go home, or you're doing yourself a disservice, or you're doing the team. Yeah. And that's what, being a good teammate that we have around here. You got to be able to ask and have those conversations you want to have and the uncomfortable ones you don't want to have. You know, but that's something that's going to have to take place. But I think all around, it doesn't matter if you're the first guy on the roster or the 26th guy. It's got to happen.
When it comes to clubhouse chemistry and like putting certain dudes in a clubhouse together, do you believe that's a big deal? Do you believe it grows over time? How does that work in your mind?
Well, it starts with the guidance that you put in place, you know, with the staff. Then it starts with us. You know, how are we going to take it? How are we going to work with the staff? How are they going to mesh with us, especially older guys? Are you going to come in and try to be, you know, Johnny Hole coach and try and change everything? Or are you just going to let us be and then have us work together and have those conversations that I just talked about? Whether it's good, the good ones or the uncomfortable ones, you know? So I think it starts with that, and then, you know, the good teammates will come about. And the ones that consistently win year in and year out, I think that's what, you know, happens. You see them are always playing in October.
Yeah.
You know, some teams you're different, and then you see them, you know, broken up the next year, which kind of stinks.
Yeah.
You know, been a part of a couple of them. You know, but it's part of the game. You know, that's the business side. It's an evolution, all revolving door all the way around. It doesn't matter where you're at. So seeing that and being in clubhouses like that and clubhouses that mesh together really well. I mean, you saw they turned the page here and ended up winning.
You get an option between a waffle cart and an egg cart. Which one do you want?
Egg. They're expensive.
They're high prices right now. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Because the bird flu and stuff.
You could be rolling around if you got a couple of crates of eggs.
For sure. Awesome. Thank you very much, good sir.